I went and looked at the statistics in relation to how many deaths have been caused using firearms in my home state of Western Australia to see, is there some kind of problem going around where husbands are shooting their wives? Let's have a listen. I brought this up when I interviewed the esteemed gun researcher here in the United States, Dr. John Lott Jr. at Freedom Fest in Las Vegas last year. I was actually on my honeymoon, but I went to this event and I met Dr. Lott, and he graciously let me sit down with him and interview him. This is what he had to say, and these are the stats I quoted at him about this. The other stat that I came across when I was looking this up is in terms of domestic violence. So the argument for the Western Australian government at the moment is that we have a domestic violence crisis in Australia. The government is blaming it on the behaviour of men. Interestingly, the domestic violence deaths in 2022 in Western Australia, of which there were 22, none of them used firearms.
Right.
But they're using that as an excuse to take away guns off of people.
Well, I would say it should be an excuse to let women have guns. You know, the thing is, if you're talking about a man, he can pretty much kill a woman anyway without having to resort to a gun. But a woman has very limited ways to go and protect herself. If she wants to use a baseball bat, I don't know, maybe of a cricket.
Yes.
There.
Yeah, cricket.
A cricket bat or something. You have to get pretty close to somebody, and they can grab it when you're swinging it and take it away from you, and you're in trouble because you're right there with them. So the whole benefit of having a gun, the vast majority of times that people use guns defensively, it's not necessary to fire a gun. About 95% of the time that people use guns defensively, simply brandishing a gun is enough to cause a criminal to break off the attack. And so, but the whole benefit of having a gun is to try to keep the attacker away from you. Because, as I said before, if a woman actually gets into physical contact with the man, she's likely to lose.
So, of the 22 family and domestic violence deaths in Western Australia in 2022, I'll just repeat that for you, none of them used firearms.